Hi guys, welcome to another card making tutorial on my YouTube channel. And today I thought I'll do something different and rainbow color. This kind of card is going to be divided in two parts. So the first part is going to be the stock card that I make using Craft Angles Hug Me stamp set. And I'm going to basically use the same logic, just two different cards. So for the first card, I'm going to use the stock. And I start off with a piece of Craft Angles dual textured white cardstock in size 4 inches by 5 1/4 inch. And then randomly, I'm just using this dog to create a pattern. So instead of, coloring the dog or anything, I'm just using this dog to create a pattern. And this is also another cool way in which you can use your existing stamp. So now for stamping, I'm using a distress ink, which I know is not the normal norm for stamping. However, if you have a stamping tool like how I'm using, where you'll be able to stamp multiple times at the same location using an ink pad, then you can get away with using distress ink. So you'll be able to stamp in the same location multiple times till you get a crisp stamping image. So I just stamped this dog using a gray distressing color. Now, the same way that I had stamped the dog, I am going to stamp the sentiments which come in this set. So basically using this stamp set, I'm just creating a pattern for my card base. So instead of using the stamp for creating the focal point, I'm going to use this stamp to create a pattern for my card. Now for decoration on top of the card, I'll be using this pre-printed sentiment sheets by Craft Angle. So these are love sentiment sheets. So the sentiment that I like, I'm just cutting it out and I'm deciding on what sentiment will I be using on my card, etc. So once I'm happy with all the layout of the sentiment on the card, I decide to color them using Tim Holtz Distress ink. So I'm going in rainbow order. Uh, so from red to violet, and the color that I am using for red is candied apple. For orange, it is ripe persimmon. For yellow, it is mustard seed. For green, it is mowed lawn. For blue, it is salty ocean or mermaid lagoon. So I use either depending on what comes in my hand. And for purple, for the bright, I normally use wilted violet. And to apply the ink, I'm just using some Craft Angles ink blending tools of those colors. And I'm making sure that, I'm adding a lot of color on top of these because I want these sentiment sheets to stand out and to be very vibrant on the card because the background we have created is very simple and, more of a tone on tone kind of a look. just to make those sentiments pop on my card background, I am using some blue double-sided foam tape on the top of the card. And this blue double-sided foam tape is currently one of my favorite adhesive whenever it comes to foam tape, because it is a very strong adhesive and it especially works for moist climate like Bombay. So rather than, I have had normal foam tapes disintegrate over the period of years, disintegrate on my projects. But this particular adhesive works really well. So I would definitely recommend it if you live in India and want to try a new foam adhesive. So once I'm ready with the card pattern that we created, I'm just using some Craft Angles Midnight Black cardstock. This is 250 GSM cardstock and I'm using it as my card base. So I've cut it in 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and then I've scored it at 4.25 inches along the 8.5 inch side. And then I'm just adding the card pattern on top of it using some Fevicol. At any point of time, whatever products that I have used throughout this video, I have linked all the products in the description box below along with the store link. So in case if you wish to buy anything, just check the description box and you'll find all the details. So now I'm following the exact same process. So everything is same, the inks, etc. The only difference is that instead of using the dog stamp set, which was the Craft Angles Hug Me stamp set, I am using Craft Angles Love You Load stamp set. And of course, the sentiment would vary because I was selecting the sentiment which was very similar to the stamp that I'm using. Since now I'm using a new stamp set, it will be love sentiments, but it will be a different type of sentiment. However, they are part of the same sentiment sheets, which is Craft Angles Love Sentiment Sheets. And once I'm done at the end, I'll be sharing the images of the cards that were made. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Again, a very quick and simple card, but depending on the stamp set that you use, you can create various looks to it, as well as another fun way in which you can use your existing stamp set. And again, these cards are super quick to make because you don't have to worry about coloring anything or creating layers, etc. So if you are in need to make some quick cards, then you should definitely give this technique a try. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and do consider subscribing. I'll be back next week again with another tutorial for you all. Until then, take care of yourself and happy crafting.